Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a nice summer evening. Got a perfect night here in Pittsburgh, nice and sunny, and it's been about 73 degrees all day long. So we saw a market do what we suspected it would probably do today, and that was pretty much consolidate after the big move on Friday. 800 points in the Dow, a little bit of profit taking today, but as you can see, it wasn't anything dramatic. So would still suspect that we're heading back up here to the top of the channel, which would also equate to the 50-day moving average on the Dow. And the NASDAQ backed off. It had a couple days where it was confirming. Thursday, they did close above the T-line. And then Friday, that bullish confirmation pretty much told us they bottomed also. Now that I'm noticing it, that's kind of an island reversal down here. That'd be still some strong implication that things are heading higher. Whoops. Crude oil, August contract, starting back up, trading at 109, up almost $2 today. And I'm just checking on some of the others, seeing what gold, just flat. Let's see. Soybeans. Let's see, 10. Soybeans, pretty much sideways. All right. There's a lot of these charts. Cal was looking good because of the potential breakout after a Morningstar type signal here at the off the 34 up through the T-line. Still a viable buy if it opens positive tomorrow. Or same type of chart, BORR. Supported off the T-line, off the 34, up through the T-line. Look for wave 3 on this one, and RCMT was another one they were pointing out. This also looks like a potential wave 3. So these are high probability entry trades where you can see where they're supporting and then seeing a new bullish signal. So there's still some very good trade setups. The BHC, kind of a best friend gap up, did a doji today. But if this opens positive tomorrow, you want to be buying immediately. Your gap up best friend, doji sandwich, high probability situation. Is that the same thing for Wolf? Wolf, same thing. The if it comes back up through today's open, you want to be buying immediately. I'm going to skip to one of the biggies. Apple, same scenario. If this opens and starts trading above where it opened today, buy immediately because we're still looking for it to probably head to the 50-day moving average. So these are just kind of, why would we expect it to open positive? Because you're getting a lot of force with some backing and filling. And that backing and filling, that force tells us this backing and filling is not that, changing the investor sentiment. Look for more strength, and the confirmation would be a positive open. I haven't even checked to see what they're doing after hours. The Dow up 83 after hours. Dow also in that same scenario. This is the futures. If they trade this positive, doing a doji sandwich after your gap up and after your island reversal, just expect more upside. Obviously, the 50 being the target for the Dow. All right, so that tells you to look for the bullish patterns. This is just a very common analysis. Kind of a fry pan bottom breakout. Now look for your J-hook pattern going into wave 3. If this opens positive after the Morningstar type signal today, right here at the T-line, and they trade back up above the T-line, pretty high probability the J-hook's in progress. Urine, there was your kicker signal, there was your consolidation, J-hook pattern in progress. That one can still be bought on positive trading tomorrow. Now Rite Aid, this one has a good chart, but it backed off pretty solid today. Now you have to see how they open it. For this uptrend to continue, you definitely need to see this open positive and start trading positive. If it opens lower, they're coming back to test the T-line, some profit taking. And fat, still working nicely after that inverted hammer. We'll get to more inverted hammers here in a little bit. HCAT, another scoop type pattern that if it opens and starts trading positive, you can buy aggressively if it comes back up through today's open, because this is what we would expect coming out of that scoop pattern, that we're going to have a strong slingshot effect. And so far, coming up through the 50, they haven't been able to bring it back down through the 50. And Verve, same scenario. Scoop type pattern, double bottom. Another one you could buy aggressively. If it comes back up through today's open, telling you this slingshot trajectory is still in progress. ABCL backed off a little bit, but notice where it backed off to. Right smack dab to the T-line. And what is our trading rule? You stay long until you see a sell signal and a close below the T-line. But additionally, anytime they come back and they hit the T-line and come back up, remember, nobody has the T-line on their charts. So it's not like everybody's watching for it to come back to the T-line, which gives it that little bit more confirmation the bulls are still in control. Our BME J-hook pattern still working. ONEM, this scoop pattern working. So if we anticipate we're in a scoop pattern, look what it did today. Your double doji setup. If this opens positive tomorrow, this is where you could be buying immediately with a high degree of probability that it's going higher because of the double doji setup, number one. And number two, we know what the trajectory, what happens coming out of out of a scoop pattern. You have a strong slingshot effect. So if we anticipate that, and it opens positive, and we anticipate the double dojis performing, it makes it a very strong indication that you want to be buying. Same thing with Labu. Kind of a little double doji, scoop type pattern, doing a little double doji above the 50. If this opens positive, now if this opens positive, they open positive, it's probably a good indication, or probably confirmation, say it the other way. It's probably in conjunction with the market's opening positive and trading positive. RAPT. There's your bobble breakout. If this opens positive, your doji or double doji setup tells you this trajectory is still working. Where do you think the next target could likely be? Up here to the 200. Okay, and Roblex consolidated today like many stocks, but closed right back up pretty close to where it opened. If this opens positive tomorrow, you want to be buying aggressively. Again, the scoop type breakout. Now, taking profits or closing out trades, Valero, for example, in the oversold condition, and then gaps up, this one you would have closed out today. Same with LPI. LPI, even though it didn't do a reversal signal, look where the buying occurred in the oversold area. Almost a bullish harami. But remember, this is not a reversal signal. If it closed below yesterday's or Friday's open, it would have been a signal. But it's still giving you evidence that the probabilities are starting to go against you until they can get it back down to this level. What else we got here? No, another one. It was a good short, but did almost a kicker type signal. This one would have been closed out on the close today. Probability is going against you. And Zim, same thing. Good shorts, except a kicker type signal in the oversold area. Time to take some profits. Let's see, we did those. This one we were looking at as far as a demonstration in the day trade session. We can see we had the slow curve breakout, telling us it's probably a good prospect that this one is going to have more upside. So this one could have been bought on the positive trading today. Oh, I went to get to the biggies first. Netflix. Not a whole lot there. If you're long, you can stay long. Just watch to see what happens at the 50, which is also this level right here. We did Apple. Apple can be bought on positive trading tomorrow. Tesla, kind of the same scenario. If you're long, stay long. If you're looking to go long, you could be buying if it does come up through today's open. And NVIDIA, look where it backed off to, right smack dab to the T-line. Another one, you can start buying if they open and start trading this one positive. One more, Amazon. That's a little bit more dismal. The magnitude of that selling back below the halfway point of this candle tells you probably it's going to do some waffling around, hopefully using the T-line as support, but means there's going to be a couple days before they can get this one started again. All right, BPT, J-hook pattern setting up. MSPR, nice fry pan bottom, still can stay long on this one as long as you stay above the T-line. Vidu, another nice fry pan bottom. Just stay long on this one. And BCTX, there's kind of your bobble breakout, classic pattern, fry pan bottom followed by a J-hook, next target. Now look where they brought this one to, right back to the 50, which also coincides with the T-line. You can buy this one on positive trading tomorrow with the expectation you're heading for the 200. Pilgrim's Pride, nice wave 3. Observe the obvious. Where was all the indecision? Right here at the 50, and then he brought it back up above the T-line. Wouldn't be afraid to be buying this one with the expectation of this price move, especially with the additional confirmation of them doing it right off the 50. Oh. Not found. Huh. I thought this one, DRCK. All right, don't know what happened there. But Matador, another good reversal in the sense you got an inverted hammer Harami, where in the oversold area and at the 200, you could be buying this one on positive trading with the anticipation of it coming up. Oh, that's it. Okay, thank you. Can't even read my own handwriting. So I'd be buying Matador tomorrow on positive trading. And Oric, one of these looked more like an inverted hammer. Maybe it was that one. But you can see that you're in a nice steady uptrend. I would anticipate you're heading at least to the top of the trend. CLNN. Now here's one of those where you're in an uptrend. You do have technically a bullish doji sandwich after your inverted hammer. And what do you do on something like that? Very simple. What was this? This was profit taking. Now, if they open this positive and start trading positive tomorrow, you can buy it because that tells you the profit taking's over. The strength of this pattern is now kicking in again. Inverted hammer on HPK. Another one that you can go after on positive trading with the expectation that any strength is going to take you up through the T-line, making at least that your first target, and the top of the channel here your second target. SRRK. Nice fry pan bottom. Little trend kicker. Doji sandwich up through the 50. And why is that relevant? Because nobody's paying attention to this one, except if we notice it's a fry pan bottom, we're paying attention to it. but nobody else is paying attention until it gets to the 50. Now we have a fry pan bottom. That one you can definitely be buying on positive trading tomorrow. HTGC, a scoopish type pattern. Wouldn't be afraid to be buying that. What did I have on this one? A kicker signal. Oh, wee little kicker signal right here. Out of your trend kicker signal. Confirming your scoop pattern. And Kinder Morgan. I'm going to make this bigger. Kind of a bullish flutter kicker signal. This one you get ready to buy, and if it trades up above the T line. ALDX. Oh, McMuffin. It was trying to set up a McMuffin. There's your Morningstar signal, followed by a doji sandwich, but not quite a doji sandwich. However, doesn't mean it's not a good signal. You still have your Morningstar signal, your J-hook pattern. Wave 1, wave 2, and look where your signal is, right smack dab off the 50. Where's your next likely target? The 200. You'll probably see this one on the recommended list tomorrow. And CVI, there's your bullish Harami, right off the 50. Remember what a bullish Harami tells you. The selling has stopped. And positive trading, what's that tell you? The selling has stopped and the buying has started right at a level that you can pretty much see. This one can be bought on positive trading tomorrow. Okay, so here's a few more that look good. There's your cradle pattern on DRIO. That one can be bought. TRDA, there's your J-hook pattern. Look for a 45 degree off of here now. AMC, if you want to go after the hot ones, that one can be bought on positive trading. Dino, your Doji Harami, it can be bought on positive trading tomorrow. And Simply Good, there's your breakout. Let's make this a little bit smaller. You can see where your breakout area is. You can see how they got there with a doji sandwich best friend gap up. That implies there's a lot more strength coming into this one. On the short side, if you want to have a few on the short side, they gapped down DWAC today after look at your bearish kicker signal. Look at your dojis, and remember the doji rule. They're going to move it in the direction how they open it. So either they were taking it up or taking it down for wave 3. That one you could be shorting. Is positive mean it opens above the close? and trades up, yeah, you don't, or it can even open. Which ones were we looking at? A positive open on this one tomorrow would be it opens somewhere right in here and starts trading positive. Now, that's also going to be kind of enhanced or confirmed by the fact that we don't want to wake up and see the Dow is opening down 240 points. That means they're not buying the market right now. DWAC is in the oversold territory, but are you buying the stochastics or are you buying the pattern? That tells me they've gapped down wave 1, wave 2, going into wave 3. Electronic Arts. There's your bearish J-hook pattern set up with a failure at the T-line and the failure to support at the 50, giving you also a bearish J-hook pattern. SIGA is a perfect example. You could see where there might be a resistance level. You can see your hanging man type signal. When this gapped down today, what did that tell you? They weren't going this way anymore. They were going back in this way. You would have closed out immediately. This is one of those where, like a lot of, that if they aren't doing what they're supposed to, and they're gapping in the opposite direction, close it out. You're much better off taking that hit, getting out as fast as possible, and moving on to something else that's going to get your money or your money back. Something like this, you want to be out of. That's not a good sign. Definitely not a bullish sign. You close it out. Something was wrong there. What's the worst case scenario? They open a positive and start taking it back up, looking like it's going to do a stick sandwich. You can always buy back in. But as of right now, the probabilities are telling you things are not good in River City. Overstock. Now, this is a failure. Not really dynamic. It is a bearish engulfing. Not a real good trend. But what's it telling us? Right here at the 50, they're selling it hard and closing below the T-line. Now I'd be ready to go short on this if it opens lower tomorrow. All right, so Zim, anytime they're gapping up above the previous day's open or at the previous day's open, close it out. That's not a good short anymore. And Relay. You're right at a level that everybody else is watching. It came up to the first target. Where was your safety stop? At least right there. That when it came back down through the previous day's open that was going up through the 50, if they're coming back down through this level, what's it tell you they're doing? They're definitely not going up through the 50 anymore. So there's a lot of good bullish trades right now in this market. I'm going to pull up the YMs again. Still up about 82. But as long as the indexes are currently trading above the T-line, it might waffle around, but we have to assume that this uptrend now is in progress. In the case of Zim, can it be an up day and a downtrend? Again, you're looking at a chart pattern that's telling you there's a lot of strength coming in when they gap it up above the previous day's open and go the opposite direction, or right at the previous day's open. So you're in the oversold area, and they're gapping it up and going the opposite direction. What's that tell you about the selling strength? It's not there anymore. Close it out. The probabilities are now against you. Okay, I guess that's about it for all I've got tonight. Are there any general questions on candlesticks? Okay, if not, Jim, go ahead and do the double line. And in 1.8 seconds, do the second double line. Workday. You stay long. You use the T-line as your, come on. You don't want to see it come back. This gap up told you there's a lot of strength. And if you think of being a buyer, you buy if it comes back up through today's open. Nice J hook on H&R Block. You could be buying that one. 5N, another one that you could be buying, but use your doji rule. If they open this lower, what's it telling you? They failed at the 50 and at this level. If they open positive, giving you a doji sandwich, what's it telling you? Your scoop pattern is still working. Oh boy, no, I wouldn't add to it. I'd just stay long. That's not a good place to be buying. You're getting up toward the overbought area. This is where you could have been adding if you wanted to be adding. This is where you want to continue to hold. Whoops, looking in the wrong place here. Microsoft, same scenario. If this opens lower, you want to close it out. That's a pretty good indication they're not going up through the 50 right now. NSC, not very exciting. Not very exciting as far as percentage returns. If you're long or you're thinking of going long, also want to use today's open as a buy stop. If it comes up through there, it's confirming. Oh, MERM. Boy, I guess I'd be ready to go short if it opens lower because that would give you a bearish doji sandwich after you failed back up at the T-line and give you a bearish J-hook pattern. This one is, there's your message. This is the confirmation that the profit taking's over. Get ready to start buying on positive trading. NVAX, another one that you could be buying on positive trading. You can see kind of your little fry pan bottom. You can see your breakout level and the fact that the 50 is not acting as resistance. I'd be a buyer of that one on positive trading tomorrow. PLTR, same scenario. Don't let it close below the T-line, which would also be at the 50, and be ready to buy if it comes back up through today's open. Box D, you could be buying this fry pan bottom. Was there a reversal signal in the past week? Well, kind of your doji. Yeah, you call that a reversal, especially on buy signals and a close back up above the T-line. AMGN, Doji rule, if it opens lower, you take profits. If it opens higher, you're still in wave 3. And CH, WY Chewy, that's a dark meeting line. That means if they open this lower, you want to take profits, they're going to bring it back down. You could go short, but you're in an uptrend. I wouldn't be shorting this. This is just telling you there might be some backing and filling and not anything telling you there's any strong downtrend. It's probably time to take some profits if you're long. And fat, you stay long. I thought fat was trading higher. Yeah, fat after hours apparently has gone right up to the 50. So it was trading up after hours. Yes, on AMC, just opens positive, telling you they're not coming back to the 50. Chef, that with the doji sandwich scoop type breakout, you just stay long. And Funko, well, this one starting to see a little bit of trouble. If I was long, I'd have a safety stop probably at that close, because if they come back in that direction, that means they've hit the top of the channel, they're coming back to test the T-line. Freeport, I wouldn't be short anymore, but I wouldn't be going long. That's kind of a nothing area. MMI also has to open positive and trade positive. If it starts trading lower, you're still stuck in the downtrend. GameStop, you could short this, but you can see you're in kind of a trading channel. They failed here at the 200. Now you have to see whether they're going to support at the 50. And Groupon, that one you can get ready to short because you've got a bearish left-right combo failure at the 50, close below the T-line. That one I would definitely look to be shorting on weakness tomorrow. An overstock we did. Another one you could short on weakness tomorrow. Just make sure it gets back down through this level. S-Bulk, you need more confirmation to get, obviously, to get back up above the T-line. You could be buying this one. It's not a real strong chart, but it's probably starting to go positive. We did H&R Block and then Cisco. Nothing. Got a kicker signal. If you're long, it has to open positive and trade positive. If you're thinking of going long, wait for it to come back up through today's open. We did AERC. Get ready to buy this on the bullish J-hook pattern. CrowdStrike, stay long, or you can go long if it comes up through today's open. Zim, we did. You should be out of your short. I wouldn't be going long. EVFM, nice little breakout. Check to see what the news was that started that one. Big gap up on AXSM. Look for a 45 degree off of here. Sting, nothing here until they can get up through this level. Yeah, I thought they said that the consumer index was the biggest drop in, I forget how many years. AMD, you can buy it if it comes up through today's open. Apple, we did. You buy this one if it comes up through today's open. EVA, that one's a nice reversal, all the dojis. Now just watch to see what happens once you get to the 50. CPK, trend kicker type signal. Just watch to see this, what this does going to the 50. BlackBerry, you could buy this one on a positive open tomorrow. Giving you a bullish doji sandwich, bobble breakout. VIRX, nice J-hook, 200 is your next target. AKUS, another fry pan bottom. You can buy this one, especially if it, and then you want to see it get up through this level. Coin, nothing. That's a nothing chart. Myra, same thing, nothing chart. And Riot, whoops, also nothing. Just moving sideways. Oh, irons. That's just kind of consolidating. It's telling you there might be weakness. If I was long, I'd have a safety stop at today's low. Funko, kind of the same thing. You've got dojis. You're not quite in the overbought area, but it's trading indecisively. It's going to move in the direction how they open after, or how they open tomorrow. BE, stay long. Doji rule though. OIS, nice little reversal. You can buy this one on positive trading. EE, Morningstar signal with a inverted hammer. Another one you could be buying if it opens positive tomorrow. Oh, is that, when did they report that one, Jay? Okay, I knew they were discussing, what is it, the Michigan, forget which one they, use. Yep. All right. So anticipate that now you're in a downtrend. You've bounced up, pulled back. See if this is a bounce up, and see what it does once it hits the first resistance levels. Okay, and gold was just moving sideways. Wouldn't be doing any of the gold stocks. All right, everybody. Yep, we are done early. It's summertime. We'll see everybody bright and early in the chat rooms tomorrow. We'll see you then.